Hello and welcome to Monster Clash, the place where creatures come to die. Today we see a hill giant, the lowest ranking type of what are considered true giants, who has been terrorizing a road used by caravans, eating away their goods and destroying everything else. They are normally around 16 feet tall and can weigh up to 2 tons. They are dull but quick to anger and are reckless as much as they are lazy. They are selfish brutes who prefer to forage for food alone, so they don't have to share their spoils with the rest of the tribe. And they fight using great clubs, which are actually threes they uproot. The hill giant is a giant huge creature, armor class 13, 105 hit points, speed of 40 feet, passive perception of 12 and no dark vision. It makes 2 great club attacks per turn, and can also throw rocks at his enemies once per turn, both with a +8 to hit and 3d8 or 3d10 damage +5, which is its strength modifier. But his heavy footsteps and recent activity have attracted another dweller of hills, a magical beast known as the Bulette, or as land sharks, one of the most feared and the most dangerous hill dwellers. It burrows underground unseen and unchecked, bursting out of the ground and attacking unsuspecting victims. It is covered head to toe in its natural armor plates, can weigh up to 4 tons, and reach up to 9 feet in height and 12 in length, and has a powerful bite similar to a snapping turtle and strong and stumpy legs. They are thought to be a mix between an armadillo and a snapping turtle, and hunt by detecting vibrations in the ground and following them, sometimes eating their victims whole, weapons and all, since their stomachs contain a powerful acid capable of dissolving even metal. The Bulette is a large monstrosity, of armor class 17, 94 hit points and speed of 40 feet, both under and over the earth. They have a passive perception of 16, and can both see in the dark and perceive vibrations on the ground up to 60 feet away from it. It can jump up to 30 feet in distance and 15 feet high without the need of taking distance, and makes 1 bite attack per turn, with +7 to hit for 4d12 damage +4, which is its strength modifier. It can also use the deadly leap attack, which causes 6d6 damage +8 total on a failed save, and knocks a target prone. As the giant walks down the road he so often preyed on, something moves towards him below the ground. The Bulette has a 6 for initiative. The hill giant 13. The hill giant didn't even realize what's happened until it happened. A large creature poking out its head from the ground and biting at the giant's enormous foot. So this is a surprise round, and the Bulette will take the bite action. A 14 to hit. Still hits. For 25 points of piercing damage, the snapping jaw taking a big chunk of flesh and muscle from the giant, that bellows a loud scream of pain, and the Bulette sinks beneath the ground, swallowing the piece of the giant it just ate. For the hill giant's turn, the correct maneuver would be to dodge for his action, since the Bulette will always trigger a reaction when moving away from him anyway. But hill giants are not known to be smart about things, and he is really angry. So he will take an action to hold his attack until the Bulette appears again, and technically he will hit the Bulette before the Bulette hits him. The Bulette circles the hill giant below ground and attacks him from behind, but not before the hill giant can make a great club attack against the vicious land shark. A 19 hits, 14 points of bludgeoning damage as the tree log hits at the heavy carapace of the monster, and the Bulette will bite at the same foot it bit before. A 20 will hit. Ouch, for 34 points of piercing damage, the snapping jaw taking the whole foot of the giant, who is now fighting on one knee, less than half hit points down already. The monstrous land shark digs beneath the ground again. For the hill giant's turn, it will again hold its attack for when the Bulette appears again. And the Bulette goes around again and emerges, this time to bite at the lower leg, now bleeding without a foot. A 19 hits. Oh my god, 43 points of piercing damage. I guess the hill giant hits first. A 26 hits. For another 14 points of bludgeoning damage, the blows just not being that hard against the already hardened Bulette's carapace armor. The hill giant is down to only 3 hit points because of this last attack, his whole lower leg being snapped out, and he now cries in despair. You know, I think I forgot a reaction from the giant in the beginning of combat. Okay, so the Bulette is 20 hit points less than it was, but still only at half hit points, and will dig beneath the ground again and ready the kill bite. The giant is scared for his life and would try to run had it still 2 legs, so this time he will take the dodge action, tears falling from his eyes as he cries like a child being bullied. The Bulette will circle around once more and will emerge from the ground, rolling twice for disadvantage since the hill giant is dodging. But a 22 will still hit. For 23 points of piercing damage, as the Bulette bites at the belly of the giant, who was sitting awkwardly on the ground trying to defend himself. His innards explode when the Bulette bites at the stretched out skin of the giant's abdomen. The Bulette then enters through the opening and starts eating the giant from the inside, emerging at the thorax, snapping the rib cage as if it were nothing. It eats the giant's head after, and then returns for the remaining arms and the one leg. In the end, there's absolutely nothing other than dirt moved around and blood everywhere, indicating that there once laid a large creature, and that this creature met its end, devoured by the infamous land shark.